Welcome to Autism Today. This is our third show that we filmed. The first two hopefully gave you an introduction to autism and how it's diagnosed. And we'll be doing a number of shows going forward on issues such as dealing with sleep and dealing with behavior problems and learning issues. But today is an exciting show. Today we're going to be meeting two young men on the autism spectrum, both of whom are very successful adults. And so what we're going to do is just talk to them a little bit about what they did and how they overcame some of the struggles that they did. And what we're going to do is hear from them right now. So I have on my immediate right Michael Baldasere, and sitting next to him is Rosen. So Michael, why don't you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay, Joanne. Well, I'm 24 years old.
Right.
I recently graduated from Nassau Community College with my commercial and graphic art. And I work part-time at CVS and also spoke at universities and conferences about self-determination.
Right.
I'm also an active member of Toastmasters International to practice public speaking skills. I'm also on the board of the Q Card, which is known as the Queens College Center for Autism and related disorders.
Very good.
And I'm also involved with participating in consolidated supports and services for my plans in the future.
Right, that's right. So let me ask you one question before I go to Eric, because I don't know if people in the general audience will know. What is self-determination?
Self-determination, I believe, is like giving yourself determined.
Right. So it's basically determining what you want for the future. What do you want for the future, and then trying to get supports to help you to achieve those goals.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. We're going to come back to that. Eric, maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Rosen. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'll be 26 on Tuesday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I have Asperger's syndrome, which is a high-functioning form of autism that sometimes can impair some of your social patterns, but I never let that get to me. I'm also I graduated St. John's with a BA in Government and Politics.
Excellent.
And I'm a goal-oriented person. Recently, I've been trying to finish a lot of films on the American Film Institute's list, complete the P90X fitness program.
Great. Setting good goals for yourself.
And also, I want to go skydiving maybe one time.
Very good.
And actually try to be able to talk to women without being nervous.
Right. Well, we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yep.
So you guys are both college graduates. You know, that's
right.
Unbelievable,
Just
right?
forgot to mention that I'm Michael Baldasere.
Oh, that's right.
For a little introduction.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned that, but it's good that you brought it up again. So having known both of you since you're little boys, and you probably don't remember yourselves as little boys, but I do, and you know, both of you had very limited language. You had a lot to learn over the years. So, you know, you did terrific, but what were some things that were hard for you in school, Michael?
Well, those things that are hard for me was the most hard was listening to my teacher. Mm-hmm. I found that listening to other people was very difficult. I know it's hard to make up all my words together so people can understand what I was thinking.
Right.
I mean, I know it's hard to understand what people were saying to me. Mm-hmm. But however, I was lucky enough to have my family members and special people to come to my house to help me with my language and all my skills.
Yeah, no, you've done terrific, right?
Yeah.
So language is hard, and it's still a little bit hard for you, I think, right?
Yeah, it's sometimes a little hard, but I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, but you work hard, and you still work hard, right? You still have a speech therapist that works with you?
Yeah, I still have her.
Right, because learning never stops, does it, Michael?
Yeah.
Right. How about you, Eric? What you know, can you sort of take yourself back and think about school, and do you remember what it was like when you were in school?
Yeah. Going back when I went to school in the early 90s, autism wasn't known today. It wasn't known back then as it is today. There wasn't the internet. There wasn't many films, maybe with the exception of Dustin Hoffman doing Rain Man.
Right.
There was not that much information, and because of the lack of information out there about autism, it impeded people's ability to understand people with autism, and that in turn can, you know, if they can't understand, then they can't show any tolerance. If
Right.
they don't show any tolerance, then it makes it harder for a lot of individuals with autism, and especially for me, it was difficult when I had, when I went to school and I was in special ed classes. They made fun of us, and they made fun of me at times, and sometimes it was difficult. There was a lot of adversity. There were times I couldn't accomplish the basic simple tasks that most people would take for granted, like tying my shoes or being able to read very well or to speak or write. So,
You
but
moved right through it, right?
oh yeah, I blew right through those obstacles.
Excellent. How about you, Michael? Where did you ever get made fun of in school? Was that something that was hard?
Oh, actually, I think students should know what autism is, and they should know about the rules and the rules of games and social skills. And I think the other students should be kind to people with autism, and they should not make fun with people with autism.
I totally agree, and I think, you know what, you guys coming out and talking about it and showing people that autism isn't anything to be afraid of, and I think is a big step in going in that direction.
And also, Joanne, for that moment, I got teased once when I was back in junior high school, and I felt uncomfortable.
Made you feel bad, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you're exactly correct. What we really want to do is make sure people understand autism, right? Because sometimes you guys, people with autism do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong or bad. And I think the more people understand it, the less people will get teased. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take just a minute break, and when we come back, I'll have a few more questions for you guys, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.